and it's been raining all night, so I've got the ball, I'm going down the left-hand side, I beat a couple, scored a goal. A little bit later, in the under-11s, I'm going down again, and centre-half come across, and he whacked me right over the touchline, right? And one of the parents, and my mum and dad were there, one of the parents shouted out, break his leg.
Well, blimey, right? To an 11-year-old.
And my mum took this umbrella, smashed the guy straight in the face, opened up all his, and his eye came out onto his cheek.
Oh my God.
The talkSPORT clips of the week.
Yes, about a number of specials while myself and Andy's been away, but we got a fresh batch.
Oh, yes.
For you this afternoon. And we'll start with Paul Ross on Extra Time, looking ahead to the day on talkSPORT.
And, of course, in for Adrian Durham, 4 till 7 after H&J, Andy Goldstein and Darren Guff.
Yeah, he's always a tremendous bowler with the wind behind him.
He certainly is, good old Darren Guff.
And now, the start of a new series, Talk Tech with Sam Allardyce.
But you can be aware of it, you know what I mean, and what you can have alerts that pop up on, the phones are so smart now, that's why it's called a smartphone.
Thank you for Professor Allardyce. More later. Here's Tony Cascarino on the Weekend Sports Breakfast with Georgie Bingham.
And it's your game day edition. Oh, by the way, Sid Lowe, very quickly, sorry, Andrew, because I know
Dark man, yeah.
Sid Lowe, who's the Guardian's man in Spain.
Oh. Yeah, not Sid Waddell.
Was it Ted Lowe or Sid Waddell? He was thinking of somebody else.
Like that, anyway. Wasn't he? Yeah, and this is competition time with tennis expert Dave Luddy.
When they were watching Simona Halep play, they gave her terrific support. Romanians, somehow, I don't know where they come from, but they come from somewhere.
Is it A, Slovenia? Yeah, they come from somewhere, the Romanians. This is Hugh Woozencroft previewing some upcoming guests.
We'll also find out what life as QPR's director of football's like. Hugh Woozencroft, of course. Sky Sports Addy Oladipo is with us.
Yeah, I think he preferred the correction. Did Addy?
Really?
Almost certainly. Yeah.
Fisherman's Blues now, and host Nigel Botherway with an amazing fact.
Yeah.
And Karen, my excellent producer behind the glass, has told me that apparently sharks like jazz. Where did you hear that from, Karen? Oh, very interesting. A science study a couple of years ago. Wow. I wonder what type of jazz. Mind you, who doesn't like a little bit of jazz?
Cod.
Really?
Drum and bass is their big thing. Bit of trance now and again, but predominantly drum and bass. Nice bit of dead air as well. I did enjoy that while Karen told me.
Really? Yeah.
What's, is it? It's me, isn't it? Let's bring you another highlight from Big Sam's new show, Talk Tech.
Social media is, and keeping abreast of it is a massive operation, Alan, isn't it? Because everybody's got them on their tweet.
That was the same as what's going on? That was the same as Nigel's one. We should have timed them and see which one was.
I think the word he was looking for was smartphone. That's why they're called smartphones, because they're smart. Sam. That's what
true,
it is.
That's true. Back to Cass now here on Breakfast with Alan Brazil, chatting to former boxer Spencer Oliver. That's Spencer Oliver.
You could have hit him with an iron bar the night he beat Nigel Benn, and he would have just kept coming. He was one of those type of fighters, and it was great entertainment.
Can I ask you a question on that, Oliver? Because sometimes there's guys...
Spencer. Oh, he's very public school, Tony, isn't he?
Yes.
Oliver. Yeah, and Alan's corrected him. Blimey, that's a rare
you've got a problem then.
So, this is Laura Woods on Breakfast, back on Shrove Tuesday.
Good morning, 9:19 on the Alan Brazil Sports Breakfast Show. I hope you've woken up in a good mood, and you should do, because it's pancake day. So if you're in a bad mood, go and flip yourself off with some pancakes or something like that.
Very odd choice of language. Odd choice of language there, Laura, but we move on.
It's a game day. Here's Game Day Countdown's Luke Moore with a goal update from Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson, what's better than covering a game that's got 6 goals in it? Hello, there's been a goal. Apologies, it's Hull 3, Swansea 4.
There we are, 7 goals.
7 goals.
That was the answer
what
Luke was looking for. Hello,
this is the week of the silence. We had one in the clips. We've had 3 in. It's brilliant.
Now, this is the Italian football expert Nima Tavelli talking about City's UEFA woes.
Milan appealed this on the basis that it wasn't proportional, on the legal basis of proportionality, that the sanction wasn't proportional. It wasn't a proportionate disciplinary measure.
That's true. You got to get the whole thing in. What's the word?
I don't know. No idea.
I can't think. Yeah.
Back to Fisherman's Blues and Nigel Bothaway with quite the suggestion.
Perhaps this planet would be better off. You know, salmon are in danger of becoming extinct. Sharks are in danger of becoming extinct. Perhaps our planet would be better off if we became extinct. So there you go, something to ponder on.
Not for long, obviously.
No, and you wouldn't get a lot of more kids fishing if you...
You wouldn't, no, he hadn't thought through, he hadn't looked at the long-term prospects of humans becoming extinct. But anyway, you get his point.
We do, yeah.
Is it me? Former Everton defender Alan Stubbs now sticking up for the club's current keeper.
He has obviously made a couple of mistakes this season, you know, but I can count them probably on one hand.
Yeah.
You know, but on the other, you know, 6 or 7 hands, I can talk about the quality saves that he's made.
Alan Stubbs is an octopus.
How many hands has Alan got?
Well, he's got at least 7, possibly 8 by the sound of it. I'd never noticed that.
He'd be great in the slips.
He would be. Okay. So what's next, Andy?
Here's the TalkSPORT Caller of the Week to Paul Ross on Extra Time.
They have no councils, no politicians, no anything else. And I think someone else is talking about it now on the phone, on the radio.
I think it might be you. You need to turn your radio down, I think. It's your own voice you're hearing there, Daryl.
Oh, sorry, mate.
TalkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Yeah, what a coincidence that somebody was talking about exactly the same thing at the same time with Daryl's voice very similar to his. Yeah, wow, what were the chances? Rodney Marsh now reminiscing, and we've always been very impressed by Rodney's attention to detail.
In my first game, I played in Tampa. We played against a team called Chicago, whatever they're called.
Yeah, great attention to detail. Next, Andy?
Quick one on from Cass on Palace's transfer business.
I think their transfer... Obviously, spending was poor. It was very low. They sold Wham and got 50 million in for him.
Got 50 million for Wham? That's amazing. Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? When did that happen? Of course, last Christmas. Big Sam's back.
Yes.
And what's that word you use when you haven't got time to say advisable?
It's certainly a massive problem. So... cutting down on social media would be wiseable for most players.
Yeah, wiseable. Saves a bit of time.
Yeah. This is Jim White looking ahead to some big upcoming sporting events.
A big weekend of Six Nations rugby as well. We're going to get our teeth into that very shortly. Of course, Fury Wilder 2 fast approaching. We're going to get out our sacks to watch that.
Oh, okay, must be a Scottish thing. Never seen that before. And finally, it's Fisherman's Blues. And for some reason, Nigel's guest suddenly turned into Mick Jagger.
When we can't fish for him, you know, that does play a part in, does impact the catch ratio as well. So I think that's playing a little bit into it, but...
He did go a bit Mick Jagger, didn't he? So thank you very much to John Newell, Anthony Bottomley, Alex Shaw, Christopher Newland, David Walton, Chris Logan, Tim Bailey, Seb Cartwright, Mark Gibson, Dave Dixon, Kelly Stewart, Daniel Fisk, Jack Brain and Leighton from West London. So
look after your member, check in with your member.
Yeah.